Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today. This is the first of 4 installments of our Parts of Speech mini lesson. Today we'll be talking about nouns. Before we begin, I want to just talk about the objectives, what we'll be accomplishing over the course of this video. So first and foremost, I want us to understand, what is a noun? What's the definition of a noun? And then second, we're going to locate nouns within a sentence. So I've got some examples for you, and we'll be able to walk through those together. And just as a reminder, feel free to pause this at any point in the video. I'll actually be directing you to pause to get a little bit of practice in with some of the example sets coming up. So feel free to take advantage of setting your own pace throughout this video. So nouns will fall under 4 general categories, and that'll be person, place, thing, or idea/concept. Now for person, this is going to be, depending on who's watching this video, this could be either Mr. Liebert or Chris. So like people like me. This would also include professions. So the teacher, the chef, and so on. So people. Now for places. This will include cities, even specifically Evanston. But we could be more broad. That could be countries, so USA. Even more broad, Earth. Or still even more broad, Milky Way. These are locations, different places. These will all still fall under the category of noun. Things, that's kind of like our junk drawer category. That could be pencils, binders, not even limited to just school supplies. When I was trying to figure out how to fit this in, I mean, I know my pet dog, she's a noun, not quite a person. I don't want to call her a thing, but I feel like animals would fall best under this category. And even air, something as empty as air, that is still a thing. So that is a classification of a noun. And then lastly, we have our ideas or concepts. So math, English. These are concepts, and as well as liberty. That's it's more of an idea, and so is freedom. And even noun. The word noun, that's a part of speech within the English language. So a concept. So even noun is a noun. With our 3 examples here, I've boxed the noun in blue. So starting off, the ice was slick, the car sped away, the sun is shining. Now, what categories do these nouns fall under? We're going to say the ice was slick, it's a thing. The car sped away, that's still going to be a thing. And then the sun, it's a rather big thing, but a thing nonetheless. So 3 moderately simple examples, more simple than the other ones that we're going to see in the rest of this video. However, just so that we can see this all in practice, the ice was slick, the car sped away, the sun is shining. So I've added a little bit more complexity to these 3 examples. And just like before, I would like to box the noun within the sentence, just so that we can find those and really highlight them to see how they play within the full scheme of an actual sentence. However, I want you to pause this video now and try tackling these on your own. Then we'll be able to regroup and talk about them together. All right, hopefully you had enough time to pause within that short duration of time and get to the bottom of these 3. So together, I carried all the groceries back from the car in one trip. This is going to be a little bit of something different from what we had talked about. This is a pronoun. And that's something that takes the place of an actual noun. So when I say I, I'm talking about myself, and I am a person. However, words like I, she, he, it, they cover the idea of a person without being the noun itself. So we'll probably be able to talk about that in a part of speech later on. They're a little bit more complex than the 4 that I wanted to talk about in this mini lesson, or this mini series rather. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to I. They're very common, but we don't really want to classify them just as nouns because they are something more. The rest of these are pretty straightforward though. The groceries, it's going to be a noun, and then the car and the one trip. Next, is there a holiday that celebrates endless pancakes? Is there a holiday? It's going to be a thing or a concept that celebrates endless pancakes. This is another thing, a rather delicious thing. And then finally, my schedule says that I, again, this is our little variation here, pronoun, have English after math. Now these are 2 picked straight from our example page, 2 concepts within our schedule. Okay everyone, we've made it to the practice page. Once again, I'd like you to pause and get through these ones on your own. I'm probably not going to walk through these examples with you. If you'd like some clarifications, please let me know during class. But pause the video, try boxing all of the nouns, and at the very end of this, I will box them all in blue, just like we did on the previous 2 pages. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something. So here are all of our answers for our practice problems. I hope you learned something over the course of this video. Once again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Happy learning.